Hi, team. Today I want to talk about bringing the best of who you are. I often speak to clients about their reasons for coaching, why they want to pursue self-development and growth and expansion. And they always have a lot of reasons. But oftentimes, one of their main reasons has to do with improving for someone else in their life. So, for example, they'll say, I really want to get excited about my life again for my kids, or I want a better relationship with my spouse, or, I want to improve so that I can really lift up my family so we can have a great future, so we can have more opportunity. And I know it has to start with me. So their reason for self-improvement or for investing energy and time and resources into growth, it has to do with someone else. Like someone else needs them at their best to do their best and show up with their best. It's about being and bringing the best of who you are. And I think we can all relate to this. I often think to myself, I need to keep getting my coaching. I need to keep working on my growth and self-development, and also taking care of myself, prioritizing my sleep and my exercise and eating healthy and making sure I have great energy. I need to keep showing up and making sure that I am the best of who I am, that I can live with 10 out of 10 energy as much as possible, be at my very best mentally and emotionally, because my wife and my family and my kids need that. They need me on my A game. And I want to be on my A game for them because I want to bring the best of who I am for them. I want to build this life together. I want them to see me working to achieve. I want them to see me shining. I want them to see me enjoying life, to finding the play and the fun and the adventure in things, to seeing the beauty in things, to pushing myself, to getting out of my comfort zone, and also to be of service to people. I want my family and my friends and my kids to see me showing up with purpose every day and making life count, making it matter, making every day the best that I can. I truly want that. I think one of the main desires for people in life is to have meaningful pursuits, to feel purpose. And a lot of that is being of service. When you are of service to people, you feel like you are more on purpose. Life feels more gratifying. There's more appreciation. There's just more substance to it. And I want to make sure that I can bring the best of who I am so that I can really step into that and lean into that and bring that to life in my world. There's probably somebody in your world, in your life, that needs to see you showing up this year and doing the work. They need to see you bringing the best of who you are. They might need to see you investing in your health. They might need to see you changing some habits so that you can have better energy. Or maybe you can do something different this year, pursue a different job, break some old patterns, shake some of those things off that are dragging you down. And something that we often forget, and it seems so obvious when you hear it, is that we have impact on everyone else around us. You hear me talk about that all the time. That's what this entire show is about. You have an impact on the people around you, whether you like it or not. Every single time you walk into a room, walk into a space, you have an influence on that space. And what better way to have a positive impact and have exponential influence in your life than to bring the very best of who you are? I mean, it seems so simple when we talk about it this way, but of course we're not going to have a powerful impact when we're operating at a 2 to 3 out of 10. That's just not going to be enough. But when we can bring the best of who we are, when I can bring my 9 or 10 out of 10 game, I know that I'm going to have a powerful impact. I know that I can have ripple effects. I know that the influence that I might have on somebody could inspire them to then go out, have influence on other people. And it just creates this exponential change. I think it's really easy to put ourselves down on the priority list, put our health lower on the list, kind of put our needs last when things get busy or chaotic or crazy or stressful, as people often say. I'm using their words. I get that. There are some seasons of life that are just really full. And it's really easy to say like, oh, I can wait. These people need me more. I can wait. I can, sacrifice my energy or my time. I can, let some of this other stuff slide because there are other things that are calling my attention. Totally understand that. But when you think about it this way and you ask yourself, wait, what are the implications of waiting, of pushing my stuff down, of not taking care of myself, not making sure I have great energy, not bringing the best of who I am? What are the implications on the people around me? So you're not just thinking about you, but you're thinking about, wait, what are the implications of my actions on the people around me? And that feels different. That hits different. You waiting only delays the positive impact that you could have on everyone else around you. And that's a disservice to them. We think, oh, I'm going to sacrifice myself. I'm going to, push off these things. I'm not going to put myself on the top of the list because I'm going to sacrifice for the good of the people around me. But in reality, you're only inhibiting your ability to bring the best of who you are. And when you don't bring the best of who you are, that's a disservice to the people around you. It's a vicious cycle. And it reduces our ability to have positive impact. Every time we step into a room, we're bringing less than what we could because we're not putting our health or our energy or our physical, emotional well-being on the priority list. And so I want you to think about this today. How can I bring the best of who I am? Who needs me in my life to be bringing the very, very best this year? There's somebody in your world who might need to be inspired by your effort and your energy. They might need a little bit of hope. They might need a little bit of inspiration, and you could be that person. Because when people see you showing up consistently with positive energy and positive impact, being optimistic, pumping people up, doing the work, not complaining, finding joy and enthusiasm and beauty in these moments, when people see you living fully as the best of who you are, that's inspiring to them. And they think that could be possible for me. I can see possibility because of this person. And that is damn powerful. So be that person. Bring the best of who you are. Inspire people so that they can see the best of who they are just by watching you. Stop waiting. You're only delaying the impact that you can have. And stop doing that this year. Really step up and think about, how can I bring the best of who I am? Take charge. Take action. Take some movement. Who in your life right now needs you to bring the very best of who you are? I hope this has got you thinking. I hope you're having your own insights about this conversation. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being ready to impact. Thanks for listening to Impact Ready. I hope today's episode inspired you to own your impact and recognize that you are powerful. By elevating our energy and awareness, we can create exponential change in this life. If you enjoyed today's insights, share them with a friend and subscribe to the show for more. I truly appreciate you. Thanks again for being here.